Hey, I'm Mike Robinson with BlackHawk Paramotor USA, and today we're going to introduce you to our new Kestrel Pro and Kestrel HH. HH is for high hang point. The Kestrel Pro is weight shift. They're both the same price, but when you come to order, let us know whether you want the HH or the Kestrel Pro, which is the weight shift. There's a lot of really cool features about this. We do a lot of cross country here. Most of us are free flight pilots. We wanted to design something as close to free flight as possible. Nice, smooth, deep weight shift. A lot of feeling or feedback from the glider. This unit, honestly, it does it. First off, let's start with the harness, because that's a very, very important part of your purchase and your flying comfort and performance. We use all Alstropen mini buckles, and they're all quick release. Very easy to disconnect. All the buckles have finger rings so you can pull them down in flight and make adjustments. The flap here is for adjustability of your weight shift. If it's stiff or upwards a little bit, you're able to put more down force into either thigh, which will enable you to get more weight shift easier. If you're just relaxing cross country, just need some minor weight shift adjustments for course corrections, leave it loose and just let it hang down and your legs will hang down. Another thing to point out is comfort. As I mentioned earlier, we do a lot of cross country here. The thin, super lightweight harnesses are not comfortable. This is kind of somewhere in the middle. The seat itself is padded. The back is padded. This piece here is designed to weep or wick moisture or sweat away from your body and keep you nice and cool, yet add a nice degree of padding. Additionally, there's a back pad that is included with your harness that you can apply behind the harness for additional comfort should you desire. Another feature that we've added here is a really unique chest strap. It's thin material, it's fully adjustable, again with the ring, but what's cool about it is you can adjust it up and down. It's not stitched permanently. It's very easy to adjust. I don't know about you, but I know every one of us likes our chest strap to be either higher or lower. Our personal preferences are different. The next thing we need to discuss is the speed bar system. More and more people are using speed bars because they're going cross country. You use a speed bar to increase your speed, increase your penetration in higher winds, for example. Our speed bar system on this is pretty cool. It works very well. We use all Harken sailboat blocks. They're 15 millimeter with stainless steel bearings. What's neat about this one is, one, you can see all the reinforcement that it provides, because there is a lot of pressure on your blocks or your pulleys. This one here is directly in line with your risers. So when you pull down on your speed bar and it pulls the two pulleys on your risers together, this is activating it by pulling straight down on the pulleys. As many of you know, the pulleys have to be lined up to work properly. So it's going to come down through this pulley here, come down here to this pulley, and then your legs extend forward. Check out these cool little arm pads. For those long flights and your arms are just resting, it's kind of nice to have these pads. They're totally removable. They're washable. Kind of look good. And they do work. They work very nicely, actually. Adjustability. Your CG is very important. We like to fly at 2 degrees. Used to be 11 degrees, 9 degrees. Lean back. Not today. Today, we're flying at 2 degrees. That way on landing, you're not reaching for the ground. On takeoff, you're not getting your feet scooped up in front of you. This allows you a multitude of different settings. You can go through one side with one strap, one side with the other, or both through the same, as you see here. It's almost an infinite amount of adjustability for your CG. So as long as you're between 1 and let's say 3 or 4 degrees, you've nailed it. The weight shift system here will work perfectly. Pockets. We use our pockets all the time, and I don't know about you, but I'm trying to put my iPhone in some pockets and I can't get the zipper to open or close properly, and I'm tugging on it and it just doesn't operate right. We use the large YKK zippers on these pockets, and they're really quite large. They open and close very easily. And again, you have plenty of room inside that pocket. There's a pocket on each side of the harness. Both have a really cool logo. Underneath, you see that? The Kestrel almost blew away. Just a little tiny puff of air. This thing is so incredibly light. Anyway, underneath the harness here, we have a much larger pocket, again with a YKK zipper. This we use to put our stuff sacks for our gliders in. Ground handling straps. This is used on every BlackHawk Paramotor. This allows the unit to stay high up on your shoulders. There's nothing that can get in the way of your legs when you back up in reverse or run forward. The gas tank's not going to kick in the back of the calves. Nothing like that. This motor rides, or this unit rides, high on your shoulders. On the hiking straps, we always tie a knot in the end as such, so that when you release it, you don't have to worry about rethreading it back through. As many of you are aware, and for those of you who are just getting into the sport, strength is everything in our opinion. Yes, you can have lightweight, but you need strength. We all trip, we all fall over. Purchasing a prop or buying a new cage component is expensive, particularly if you're having to buy it out of Europe. The netting is an important feature for both your safety and the strength of a cage. This netting is 1 3/4 inches all the way around and is knotted in all 4 corners. It's also tightened in 2 locations, this ribbon here and this cord here. It is impossible to get your hand through this netting. Again, great safety feature, but almost as important, this netting creates a diaphragm which makes this cage stronger than any other lightweight frame out there. This cage is exceptionally strong. I am pushing very hard on this, and I cannot touch that prop. The prop only sticks 2 1/4 inches out the back, not 4 inches like many of our competitors. The further the prop sticks out the back, the more likely it is to catch glider lines or maybe something else. Okay? The net is tightened in 2 different locations. I'm going to remove the harness and I will show you this unique tightening feature that we have for the net. As far as tightening the net goes, this is the bottom cord. This portion is tightened via this strap. This strap also tightens the ribbon part of the netting, almost like a guitar string. Simply pull on the strap and the buckle will retain it. Very easy to install the netting, very easy to check the tightness and retighten it. It's a pretty cool system, works very, very well. For those that are more performance minded, they know that the closer this engine is to the pilot's back, the more the pilot feels connected with that motor, and there's less weight leveraged off of his back. As you can see here, we are flush with the motor mounts to this frame, and in fact the pull starter is set just inside this cavity here. This will provide better performance. The Kestrel frame breaks down really easily. First thing you're going to do is remove the buckle that tightens the net. Unclip the netting. Then you'll move up to the tubes themselves. There's a little pin on top. Just take a screwdriver, push down on the pin, and the rods will come out. Roll everything up. If you need to split the frame, pop the Velcros off on each side, tap it with a little rubber mallet, and the frame will come apart and you can pack it away in your suitcase or a small box. All the new BlackHawk Paramotors now come with a 3.2 gallon tank. This tank is a really nice quality tank. It even has a little bit of a wrinkle finish to it, not smooth white plastic. So far, our tanks are also stained white, which is kind of cool instead of that yellow color. Again, 3.2 gallon tank. In the past, we had a fuel pickup line and a vent line in the top of the tank. I didn't like that because with today's ethanol-based fuel, it's very corrosive and it breaks down vinyl, and in some cases we were having the vinyl pickup line fall into the bottom of the tank, which gives you what? An engine out. Not good. So now we have a sump in the bottom of this tank, and the fuel line comes from the bottom of the fuel tank, from the sump, and goes up to the motor itself. That allows you to use all of the fuel in the tank, plus you don't have the ethanol issues. As I mentioned, this motor here is the 125. This is the newest version of the 125. It's hard to see with this three-bladed prop here, but it has a heavier duty clutch, and the reservoir for the gear drive itself is a little bit larger, holding a little bit more oil. On to props. We do have carbon fiber props available for all of our motors. This is a really cute looking 3-blade carbon fiber prop. It does not make any more thrust than the wood props that we use. The cost of repairing carbon fiber, as you're aware, is quite expensive. So traditionally we sell the motors with a wood prop. Later, if you decide you're traveling or what have you, these props do break down, and you can fit a carbon fiber prop in a 25-inch box versus a 50-inch or 49-inch box for a wood prop. So that is the advantage, in my opinion, of carbon fiber. You can break it down. They're puzzle props. They will fit in a smaller box for travel. But out in the field, wood props, in my opinion, are better. You can repair them yourself. You can balance them yourself. They cost a fraction of what a carbon fiber prop costs, and carbon does not make more power. A lot of manufacturers have problems with their exhaust pipes. If their engines were more thoroughly tested, they would find out what problems they have and correct them before they get to the public. We do not have any exhaust issues whatsoever. No cracking, no performance issues, nothing. Here's what's important. A simple bend to the belly of the pipe or the tune chamber of the pipe, to the stinger, to the silencer is all you need. You don't need your pipe bending all over the place, because the longer the pipe is, the more bends that are in the pipe, the more apt you are to have issues. As you notice here, our brackets are very small. They attach right to their own rubber mounts. Here we have 3 bolts, not springs. Yes, there's a spring on there. That's made to keep tension on the bolt. There's nothing here that can break, go into your prop, or possibly have your exhaust fall into the prop. Very clean, very stylish, more importantly, strong, and performs as it's supposed to. As with all the motors in our lineup, all of our motors are CNC'd. Motors such as the Talon, everything is CNC'd on that engine with the exception of the cylinder itself. CNCing is cutting of billet aluminum via a computer, not a cast type of engine or component. This is all CNC'd. 7 times stronger than cast, much more precision. Last but not least, what's really important to me is your proximity of your prop to your cage. So many of these manufacturers, such as Mini-Plane, their prop is 4 inches out the back of the cage. That opens the prop up to your glider lines, to your glider, or unfortunately perhaps a body part. I don't believe in that. The cage needs to be strong enough to where the prop doesn't have to be set that far back. And this cage is. I'm pushing very hard here. The carbon fiber prop is actually flexing, and I cannot touch the cage. This cage, you can do power forwards. We've done them. We tested it, doing only power forwards. That's an important feature to have on these lightweight units. Can you do power forwards when there's no wind? We've talked about the functionality, the quality. Now we need to talk about the performance and the weight. The weight of the Kestrel weight shift unit is 45 exact pounds with our BlackHawk 90 engine on it. The weight of the unit with the 125 on it is approximately 48.5 pounds. 48.5 pounds. With the Talon, it's 49.5. So all 3 of our motors are under 50 pounds with this unit right here. The Kestrel Pro has only been out a short time, and it's already been a huge seller. For those of you who've already purchased them, soon we'll have a video on how to completely assemble this really cool paramotor, how to disassemble it, how to start it, and how to tune it. For those of you who've already owned a 125 or a 90 or a Talon, that stuff's a no-brainer. Those engines are easy to operate, easy to start, easy to maintain. But we will do a really cool video showing you how to assemble your new Kestrel when you get it out of the box at home. I hope you found this video, the Kestrel Pro and the Kestrel HH, informative. If you have any questions whatsoever, please contact us at blackhawkparamotor.com or 209-786-7899. If you decide to purchase one of these bad boys, we have a guarantee. When you receive it, if it's not the quality that you expected, then you ship it back for a refund.